Hey guys, it's Monday, and I have a special guest.
Like, you're you, and I'm me, so together we're not the same person.
Yes, that's very true. A lot of people think we're the same person.
We're not the same person. Do you see this? You see this? Look, this is...
Look how long this is.
Look how short this is. Oh god.
Oh, we're not the same person.
Oh my god.
So I was trying to think of something interesting to talk about.
So she asked me for an idea.
And we realized the only thing going on in either of our lives was theater.
Even though it's the only thing we have in common.
And so today's going to be an episode of Theater Kid Problems!
No, but like one kid actually today asked me, he was like, what time is play practice?
Today we had this one kid drop out of our show. And, okay, we opened in a week and a half, right? And so we're like, we have to find someone new to learn this entirely new part. And learn the Brooklyn accent. And so we called a bunch of people, and the only person we could find was Carter. Look at all the bruises we got from Haunted House. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this on the side of my face. Look.
Yeah, what happened to your face?
I don't know.
That's great.
I don't know. Oh, some girl, okay, like fainted at Haunted House. And so, like, Janine was in my room. It was like me, Janine, and Sienna. And we were all in one room, like the acrobat room, we were dead. Right? We were just like laying there, like totally dead. And then like some girl in one of the other rooms that was adjacent to ours, like she like fainted or something, and so somebody like came in and like pulled Janine out and like,
yeah, no,
like, here, come sit here.
She fainted, and apparently the table fell on top of her, and they thought, oh, we'll just put the table back up and put another chick here. And so I'm just lying there dead, and I hear, Janine, and the next thing you know, I'm being picked up by my shirt, and I'm just thrown into this table, and they're like, okay, here, put this knife under your arm, pretend to be dead, and don't blink. And I was like, what is this, Weeping Angels?
I had to work both shifts because like some girl dropped out, and so I was like staying there, and then like 20 minutes before the shift switch was up, like somebody came through and they were like, oh, you know, we have pizza for you guys after your shift is over, so you know, don't worry, like you're gonna be fed. And then I was like, well, I'm working both shifts, and they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll get you some pizza, and I was like, alright. And so like 5 minutes later, like they come back around and they just like hand me this slice of pizza, and then I'm like, well, darn it, I'm supposed to be dead, like, what do I do with this? And, like, people were coming, and so I took, like, one bite, and then I, like, tossed the pizza, like, over on the floor, like, behind a bench, and then I, like, was, like, literally, this is me.
Yeah, it was actually really bad, and then
yeah,
it was, like, right by my foot.
Yeah, it was right, it was so funny. And then they left, like, the people came through our room, and then they left, and then I, like, quickly, like, finished the pizza. It was actually really bad. But then, during, like, the switch, there was actually time for me to actually grab like a plate and get some pizza and put it on the plate. And then Sienna was in the same situation as me where she was working both shifts, so we both had like a plate with a couple pieces of pizza. And then like we were about to start, and so like, okay, well make sure you hide your plate like behind the bench. And it was like, hide your plate, hide your cookies, because there be trick-or-treaters coming through.
I'll be talking to people in theater, and I'll be like, oh yeah, so Lainey and I the other day, and they'll be like, who's Lainey? And I'll be like,
you know what she tells people? You know what she tells people when, like, she refers to me as Lainey, okay, right? And, like, my name's Elaine, and most people know me as Elaine because after, like, 4th grade, I stopped going by Lainey and I started going by Elaine. So anybody who met me after 4th grade calls me Elaine, and that's fine. If you call me Elaine, I'm not mad at you.
Well, anyway, what I say is, I go, oh, that's awkward. Okay, you didn't hear this from me, but she only tells people that she likes to call her Lainey, and if she doesn't like you that much, she'll just call her Elaine. And so then all these people start calling her Lainey.
Yeah, then all of a sudden all these people go up and they're like, hey Lainey, and I'm like, where? How do you know I go by Lainey? And then they're like, oh, do you not want me to call you that? And they like look really offended, and I'm like, I mean, it's fine. She's actually like, she's making people think that I hate them. I don't hate them, I promise. Oh my gosh, but I actually get like all the best lines in Guys and Dolls. Like Adelaide has this one line, and it's, let me see if I can remember it. It's something along the lines of, gee, I feel like a housewife already. I'm going to love being in the kitchen. I told that to Mr. Damon, and he said, as you should be. Is it time for the joke? The Avengers, what? Multiple Marvel characters in one movie? Is that even legal?
Well, sure it is. It says so in the Constitution.
Where?
The right to assemble. It's actually the funniest thing ever.
What is my life?
In the infinite, I'll tell you, Anne, insignificant. And in the case of this girl, what insignificance?
And Scott, we will see you on Wednesday.
And
Scott, we will see you on Wednesday. I think both of those endings were really creepy. And